Good morning students. I am educator of Bhakti International School. Today we are going to study our new chapter NCERT's class 9 chapter number 3rd atoms and molecules. We will study in this chapter what is atom and what is molecules and the Dalton's law of theory. Now first we will start this chapter with our first topic, that is law of conservation of mass. It is very important topic in chemistry as well as in physics, because to balance all the chemical equation we have to know about what is law of conservation of mass and law of constant proportion. These two topics are used in mostly every chapters of physics and chemistry. So we will start with our first topic, that is law of conservation of mass. According to this law, mass can neither be created nor destroyed. We all know atoms is neither be created nor be destroyed, as well as mass. Mass is also neither be created nor be destroyed according to law of conservation of masses. In a chemical reaction, why we are balance the chemical equation? Because due to law of conservation of mass, it says that mass cannot be created, neither be created nor be destroyed. So when we are doing chemical reactions, so in that the elements doesn't have same atoms and molecules. That's why we have to balance the equation because of this law. During a chemical reaction, total mass of reactants will be equal to total mass of products. When we are doing chemical reactions, so we have to balance the reactants and products because of law of conservation of masses. And another topic is law of constant proportion. What law of constant proportion says? That a pure chemical compound always contain the same elements combined together in the same proportion by mass, irrespective of the fact from where the sample has been taken or from which procedure has it been produced. Means law of constant proportion says that the chemicals, the elements of same compound have always same proportionality where we are using, like water. If we take a water from river, from sea, from sewage water and all, from everywhere we have so many type of waters that we are taken from different places. If we will see that the proportion of hydrogen and oxygen in all the water that we are taken from different places, all are same, means all are the proportion of water of hydrogen and oxygen in water is always same. If we will take different places, then after it will same. Here it was an example, hydrogen and oxygen combine in the ratio 1:8 by mass to form a water. Means anywhere we will take a water, it is we will take from sewage water, if sea water, then river water, ponds, the proportion of hydrogen and oxygen is always 1:8. That is a law of constant proportion. So these two proportions, these two laws are very important in chemistry and physics. So Dalton's atomic theory, means on this basis Dalton's give us a theory, atomic theory, and it says that there are 4 points that Dalton's give us. First, all matter is made up of very tiny particles called atom. Means a matter. What is matter? Anything that has space and mass, that occupies space and mass, it is called matter. And all the matters, we all know, all the matters are made up of tiny particles. It was said, given by Dalton's. That is our first point. All the matter is made up of very tiny particles called atom. Second, atoms are indivisible particles which cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. In chemical reactions, when we are doing a chemical reactions, the atom neither be created nor be destroyed. That are said by Dalton's. That is a second property, and it is proved that law of conservation of mass that we all study in previous topic. Now, atoms of an element have identical mass and chemical properties. Means anywhere it was in water, H and O, hydrogen and oxygen, and in nitric acid, HNO3, the value of the atomic mass of hydrogen and oxygen is always same in everywhere. That is the third point given by Dalton. Fourth, atom combine in the ratio of small whole number to form compounds. Means all the elements of compounds will be joined in a same and fixed ratio. That is the fourth point, and it proves that law of constant proportion. So these two law Dalton's also proved that in this theory, Dalton's atomic theory. But what the question is arising, that chapter name is atoms and molecules. So what was the difference between atoms and molecules, and what was atoms and molecules? So we are going to study what is atom and what is molecule. Atom. An atom is the smallest particle of an element. So all the elements have made up of small particles, and that small particles are termed as atom, which take parts in chemical reactions such that during the chemical reaction the atom maintains its identity throughout the chemical or physical changes. Means atoms are using in chemical reactions, and throughout during the chemical reactions the atoms maintains its mass and proportion throughout the chemical, or if there is chemical and physical change, then after it will maintain their properties. What is molecules? A molecule is a group of two or more atoms. If a single particle, then it is called atom. When two or three and more atoms will combine to each other, then it is called molecules, which are chemically bonded with each other. Means they are joined, like O2. O2 is a molecule. Why? Because oxygen is not found in a free state. It always combines with another oxygen. Hydrogen, H2. Then so that is called a molecules. Here it is given some chart, elements names and their symbols and the atomic masses of that elements. Hydrogen, we will give a symbol of hydrogen is H, and their atomic masses is 1 atom. This is the symbol of mu, and it is called atom. Now carbon, C, his atomic mass is 12 atom. Nitrogen, it was represented by N symbol, and its atomic masses was 14 atom. Oxygen, it was represented by O, and atomic mass was 16 atom. Sodium, his atomic mass was Na, and the atomic mass was 23 atom. Then magnesium, it is represented by Mg, atomic mass was 24 atom. Then sulfur, it was represented by S, atomic mass 32 atom. Chlorine, it was represented by Cl, atomic mass was 35.5. Calcium, it is represented by Ca, and atomic mass is 40 atom. So there are so many other elements. That is your homework, to learn all the names of elements and all their symbols and their atomic masses. These are few elements and their symbols and atomic masses that are mostly used to solve the questions, the related questions that are coming in examination also and in this chapter, that is called numerical. Now molecular mass, another topic is molecular mass. What is molecular mass? It is the sum of atomic mass of all the atom in the molecules of that substance. Means if we will take on a compound like H2O. H2O is a compound. Why it is compound? It is made up of there are two and more elements, then it is called compound. In H2O there are two elements, that's why it is called a compound. And the sum of all the atomic masses of hydrogen and oxygen, then it is called molecular masses. How it is? What was the formula? To to find the molecular mass, and that is, if we want to find the molecular mass of water, then the formula is, here the hydrogen have two atoms H2, so 2 into atomic mass of hydrogen. What is atomic mass of hydrogen? It was given here. What is 1 atom? So it is multiplied by 2, because here in H2O the element hydrogen have 2 atoms, that's why, and plus here the atoms of oxygen is 1, so 1 into atomic mass of oxygen. What was the atomic mass of oxygen? 16 atom. So what was molecular mass? Sum of all the elements of the atomic molecule, it is called atomic molecular mass. So we will sum these two elements atomic mass, and what was that? 2 into atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, plus 1 into atomic mass of oxygen is 16, right? Then 2 plus 1 into 16, so the atomic mass of H2O is 18 atom. So like that we will solve whole compound's atomic mass. We are using this formula to find the atomic or molecular mass. Now next topic is mole concept. What is mole concept? A group of, this is Avogadro's number, and the value of Avogadro number is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So a group of Avogadro number particles means Avogadro particles was atoms, molecules or ion of a substance is called the mole of that substance. If we want to find the mole number, then we have to multiply the number of atoms into Avogadro number, and the value of Avogadro number is given that 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. If so, the value of 1 mole of atom, 1 mole of molecules, and the Avogadro number was 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. If we have to find 2 mole of atoms, then we have to multiply 2 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. If we want to 5 mole of molecules, then we have to multiply 5 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. So like that we will find the mole number. Now the important formula here, it is given number of moles. There are two formulas. It was which formula we will use, it was all depends on what values are given in the question. On that basis we will use these two formula, that is number of moles. If in the questions given mass is given and molecular mass is given, then we have to use this formula, given mass upon molar mass. If given mass is not given, only given number of particles is given, then we use given number of particle upon Avogadro number. So on that basis, what the value of which value was given in the question, we will use that formula. So these are the basic topics of this chapter that we have discussed right now. So I think it was clearly this chapter. So we will study some numericals in our next video. Thank you.